Hey everybody, welcome to Always Bored, Never Boring. Once again, I am talking about Warhammer Quest Cursed City, so I'm going to start this video with an apology. I am not planning on turning this channel into Cursed City TV, and I do appreciate that there's going to be some people who don't want to keep hearing about Cursed City, but Games Workshop are putting out a lot of information at the moment about this forthcoming game, and I want to make sure I cover it all. There is some other stuff coming on the channel very soon for people who are not interested in this. But today, Games Workshop have shared some more information on the Warhammer community page. It's basically just some fluff, some background lore, but I'm going to share it here, and then we will talk a little bit more about predictions at the end of the video. So this article is sharing some new artwork, and as I think we've come to expect, the artwork is very, very nice indeed. And then we get some background information about how Ulfenkarn came to be. I'm just going to read directly from the page here because that seems the best thing to do. In the Age of Myth, three Azerite dynasties, houses Altern, Vosheim and Gaunt, built a stronghold deep in the heart of Shaiish. The ebon citadel stood defiantly atop the harsh windswept island of Zarsgarond. Despite its surroundings, the area grew into a bustling metropolis under the unfaltering leadership of the noble lineages. This city was named Mournhold. The dawn of the Age of Chaos tested these proud rulers of Mournhold as the city became the target of Slorn the Ravener, a demon prince in the service of the Blood God. For years, the hordes of Chaos laid siege to the city, eroding the defences and sapping any hope of victory. This was the moment that Radukar the Wolf arrived with his fleet, leading a company of Kosagi ogres in defence of the city. And of course we've seen some of those Kosagi ogres. They are the large undead zombie ogre things that have a little bit of a Kislev sort of look to them. They were shown off in the preview at the weekend. Though whispers of the vampire's foul reputation preceded him, he was nevertheless heralded as the saviour of the city. In return for defending the weakened stronghold from further attacks, he asked only for a place amongst the nobility and a willing offering of blood to slake his thirst. The noble houses had little choice but to accept Radukar's aid, and with that one alliance Mournhold's fate was sealed. The prosperous town would never again know peace. In the years to come, it was home only to terrors. The descent into the cursed city that Mournhold is known as now did not happen overnight. In the beginning, the vampire lord took up residence in the mighty Ebon Citadel and brooded mostly in the shadows. But what happened next is proof that you can never trust a vampire. The balance of power was upended when the great necromancer Nagash created the Shaiish Nadir, where once the city had existed in the calm centre of the realm of death, now it teetered on the brink of a whirlwind of unimaginable energy. In the blink of an eye, the city was plunged into infernal darkness, its very fabric unravelling in the maelstrom of power. Strengthened by the surge of necromantic magic, Radukar and his thirsting court swept across the city in a night of bloodshed, purging any mortals that might threaten his authority. The noble dynasties were slaughtered before dawn, and only the most subservient and sycophantic were given the blood kiss to join the ranks of the wolf. The people of the city were nothing more than a source of fresh vitae, and the once proud city was renamed Ulfenkarn, meaning the wolf's feast. With nobody left to oppose them, the vampiric overlords indulged in their every predatory urge. In the face of undead Kosagi ogres, Watch Captain Halgrim's revenant Ulfenwatch, and the prowling progeny of Radukar's vampiric bloodline, the city has become a place ruled by fear and shadow. The remaining mortal population of Ulfenkarn toils endlessly for their cruel masters. Life is worth less than nothing in this forlorn place, but still, some souls would risk their lives to save it. Radukar has amassed a long list of enemies over his many centuries. The disparate cast of rogues, outcasts and cutthroats has banded together, determined to bring the wolf's reign of terror to an end and restore hope to the people. And there we have it. I don't think there's anything particularly new there that we didn't already know or can already infer from what we have already been told about this game, but it's nice to have it all laid out. But I think the main reason I share this video is because I think it speaks volumes about exactly how close we are to a release, especially as at the end of the article it says Warhammer Quest Cursed City will be here before you know it, so we hope you've been sharpening some wooden stakes. Considering we have now had a big reveal showcasing all of the contents of the game, all of the miniatures, we have now had this reveal of the complete background of how the city came to be, I would be very surprised if this game hasn't gone up for pre-order by the first weekend in March. That is my prediction. I think we are that close now. In my experience with Games Workshop, they are not in the habit of teasing things out well in advance, and the sheer amount of teasing they are doing now, we've been getting weekly updates, and now we've had so much of a reveal this weekend. I really don't think they're going to showcase all of this and then say, oh, but it's still a couple of months until you can get the game. Games Workshop have a very fast turnaround, and once they tell you about something, it's generally the case that it is time to get your wallet out. So although I may be wrong, I would be expecting this to be up for pre-order by the first weekend in March, and of course Games Workshop normally work on a 1 week rolling schedule for pre-orders, so something will go up for pre-order 1 week, it will hit retail the week after. Sometimes they stretch that out a little bit longer, but generally it is that 1 week schedule. So hopefully I'm not wrong, hopefully I'm not misleading or misguiding anybody, but to me this all suggests we are on the brink of an exciting new adventure in Ulfenkarn. But I guess that's it from me for now. Thank you so much for listening. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider pressing the like button. If you've really enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing if you don't already do so. And hopefully, I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.